as far as this tournament is concerned, it's an opportunity. If you look at this team, what they've done over those 5 years, they've played brilliant cricket. And like Virat said, it's about striving for that consistency and not playing any differently just because it's a World Cup. World Cup might be a stage, but that stage is to be enjoyed. So, the most important thing is get out there and enjoy the World Cup. And if you play to potential, that cup might be here. He's someone who will be right there, doing exactly what he does. His communication with Virat has been fantastic. As a keeper, he's shown over the years that there's no one better than him in this format of the game. Not just when it comes to taking catches, but inflicting those runouts, those stumpings, those little moments in the game that can change the game on its head. There's no one better than him. And then what was great to see the way he was moving in this IPL, especially when he was batting. The footwork, the power with which he was hitting his shots. He will be a big player in this World Cup. Very challenging. Like Virat mentioned, any team can beat any team on a given day. If you look at 2014 and 2019 now, the gap is much closer now between teams. You see what Afghanistan was in 2014, see what they are now. See what Bangladesh was, what they are now. So it's a strong competition. West Indies, if you look at that side on paper, they're as strong as any. And we saw some of them in the IPL, the way they hit the ball. So it's going to be fantastic. The good thing though is there are those 9 games, rather than just 3 or 4 games where, you have to be on the ball from the outset. I've always said that. That's why, the IPL format I think is fantastic. You never know. In future, down the line, they might think of doing it because of exactly what you said. That can happen, but at this moment of time, we'll have to just say bad luck because it's not something you can prepare for. If nature intervenes, then tough luck. I would think so, because if you look at, there are no new bowlers there. This is an experienced unit. These guys have been together for the last 4-5 years. And they're bowled as a unit together. We've accomplished what we set out to do in Test match cricket when it came to bowling as a unit, and the endeavour will be the same here in this World Cup, where each one complements each other and keeps the pressure, right through those 50 overs. Our mantra will be to be flexible, and be flexible according to the conditions. Because if one country in the world where, the pitches might be flat, but if the overcast conditions change, then you got to be, up with it, because any other country in the world, overhead conditions don't matter that much, but in England they do, and it differs from venue to venue. London, it might not make that much of a difference, but if you go up north and it does get overcast, then you'll see things happening. So you have to be ready for that, prepare for that, and be prepared to be flexible.